In today's video, we are going to talk about how to make your chicken lay eggs and what to feed them to make them lay throughout the year. The first thing you should consider is to make your chicken happy by giving them what they need: feeds, drinking water, even the chicken house that can allow the sun to enter inside so that they can sunbathe. Without excuse, they should not run out of feeds in a day. It will help them lay throughout the year, or it helps you keep them healthy. Once they run out of feeds, they stop to lay, or sometimes they lay while skipping some days. So make sure that if you're going to provide them feeds, they have to feed or consume their feeds throughout the day, and the feeds have to be nutritious: vitamins, protein, carbohydrates. What I do on this farm, whenever I see that their production is going down, I keep on increasing on the protein. Every time their production goes down, I keep on increasing on the protein. It depends on the weather. Sometimes when it is very cold, they lower down their production, but what I do is to also increase their protein content, which is fish that I use most of the time. You can use soy, you can use a concentrate that has everything. It has vitamins and protein. But whenever you increase on their protein content and also give them the vitamins, their egg production always increases. Let us look into their age. When these chicken have laid for about 7 months to 1 year, their production always lower down. But when it is not time to sell them off, what you need to do to keep them laying is to provide them with enough protein content. I keep on telling you that if you increase on their protein, they will lay enough eggs. Keeping them healthy, keeping them in a well-aerated chicken house, keeping them with the beddings that are clean, allowing them to sunbathe, to take a dirty bath, makes this chicken very healthy. And a healthy chicken always lay eggs. Apart from the broody chicken that you might find in the laying box, you can only deep cleanse them in the buckets of water, then they will lay again. So to keep your chicken laying, to maintain their health, is quite very easy. Stress and diseases avoids the chicken from laying. Once they hear loud noise from the birds outside, that is stress. Once something falls inside that they don't know, that is stress that might make them stop to lay this day and they lay the next day. Or they can lay today and the next day some of them skip. When it comes to the treatment, without sickness, without treatment, you can get few eggs from the chicken. What they need is to treat them once they get sick. You can just consider look into your chicken house or your chicken coop. The chicken that are unhealthy, you can find them besides the walls of the chicken house, or when you feed them, they can decide not to eat while others are busy looking for the feeds. The moment you enter with the chicken feeds in the chicken house, some of them remain besides the walls, which shows that these are weaker. However, even these that are feeding or that are consuming their feeds, they might be weak also. Heavy rains causes stress to the chicken. Once they hear the heavy rains on the iron sheets, they get stressed, which might lower down their production. And once the rain is too much, it is raining throughout the day, the whole week, they can stop laying. But what I do to solve that problem, once that it is the rain season, I just bring the antibiotics and give them the antibiotics. Since I need eggs from them, I have to take care of them throughout the year, unless when I'm tired of them, unless when it is time to sell them. So I just keep the weight of the chicken, then I leave everything in the normal state. Also, heavy rains bring a lot of diseases, and which makes the chicken lower down their production. And if you want them to keep laying, if you want your chicken to lay eggs, you have to provide them with vitamins. Once it rains, once they get sick, you provide them with a medicine. Once you find them they have been on medication and it is raining, you give them some vitamins. Or you bring the antibiotics that contain vitamins as well as some medication. You can dilute the vitamins or the antibiotics, but once you give them, their production won't go down. And the second thing that I maintain is their protein. And I always tell you that I always increase on the protein content once they lower down. What I do is to buy cheap feeds, is to buy cheap ingredients of the chicken, so that I keep on increasing whenever they need it. Also, louder animals that are fighting, makes this chicken get stressed. They get stressed, especially during at night. Most cases at night, you find that the predators or the animals like dogs, they are busy fighting or they are busy preying. That noise or the loud they make stresses the chicken. So you have to control your animals from such fights, and do not allow any animals that can enter a farm to stress the chicken. Once again, welcome back to Becky's Farm. Thanks a lot for watching, for subscribing and liking this video. Let's meet in the next one.